What's going on, everyone? DragonZardX is back, bringing another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Before we get started, if you could, please remember to show some love. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you could. Comment. Always try to interact with you guys. So, with that being said, I always forget, you guys can also follow me on Twitter. I've been trying to put that out there more often, because I don't really have too many Twitter followers yet. A couple things before we get started. I need to stop saying so much. The giveaway that I did a while back that was exclusive to you guys, rather than push the envelope on the Facebook page where one of the rules is you can't promote your YouTube page, so rather than push the envelope there, because it's a great community, it really is, I really enjoy being a part of it, but like I said, rather than push the envelope, what I think I'm going to do is just open it to the YouTube community as a whole. So probably just going to make another giveaway video, tag the whole thing as Pokemon Giveaway 2014, and basically just see if I can, promote myself any more that way. So guys will be looking for that video as well today. I think that's about all I wanted to go over. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. You see I'm bringing Ambipom, Mega Blastoise, Scrafty, the Vivian, the Florges, and the Donphan. My opponent Ollie is bringing, what's that called, Dragalge, Nidoking, his own Florges, Clawitzer, Charizard, and the Galvantula. So I'm predicting the Galvantula lead. And if he does, I'm just going to go ahead and leave my Ambipom, because Ambipom can wreck him. So let's jump right in. How you guys doing today? I know I told you guys yesterday I went to Busch Gardens with my family. Had a lot of fun. If you guys never been, you really should go. Really good time, lots of great food too. So I was right, he does lead with the Galvantula. I lead with the Ambipom, which is exactly what I wanted. He's got the Unnerve. Doesn't really affect Emma that much. I hit him with the Fake Out. Does a lot of damage. So at this point, I'm not even going to go for the Fling. I'm just going to straight for the double hits, take him out. There's one. There's two. He is done. So Emma putting in the work early on that Galvantula. Galvantula faints. He goes out into his Nidoking. I'm going to U-turn at this point. Go ahead and get out. Do what I had to do. Fake Out. Double hit. Now get out in something more favorable. Which, for me, favorable is, I want to say Mega Blastoise. Nope, Slim Shady. I thought I could sit up at this point on him. He goes to the Poison Jab. I am going to take that. I do go for, we see he's got the Life Orb. I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance. We see him switch out here, going into the Florges. I guess I didn't learn my lesson here. So I get the Dragon Dance set up, and I really don't want to go out at this point, because, he's set up decently. He's Moxie, Life Orb. So I know Florges has kind of bad physical defense, so I go for the Drain Punch. Doesn't do too much at all. Florges basically, excuse me guys, resists both my stabs. And then he goes for the Moonblast, and that's just gonna wreck Slim Shady. So, yeah, I just need to figure out the correct thing to bring in Slim Shady on. So that was my own fault right there. We see Slim Shady go down. We see Bloom, the Florges, is carrying the leftovers. And now we know that he's got Moonblast. So I go back out into Emma. He withdraws, predicting the Fake Out again. Switches out back into his Nidoking. Not going to be, I'm planning on Fake Out. If I think I can take him out double hit, then U-turning anyway. And I do think I can take him out from there, so I go for the double hit. And double hit is actually going to take out Nidoking. So Emma taking out 2 already, putting in the work. So Nidoking goes down. He goes out into the Charizard. Excuse me, guys. So we see him Mega Evolve. This is the Mega Charizard Y. And either Charizard's difficult to deal with. Charizard X is my favorite, but Charizard Y I just seem to have so much more trouble dealing with for whatever reason. So I do go for the Fling to get the chip damage off, make him flinch. And you see he does flinch there, so he gets one turn without stun that he can't do anything. I go for the U-turn, go out into my own Florges at this point, because I've got to wall this thing. I don't have anything that can one-shot it, especially in the sunlight. So we see my Florges come out, goes for the Flamethrower, and man, that does scary damage. This is a wall Florges. It's, especially defense nature. Bred for IVs, EV trained, that does a lot of damage for that. So he hits me with another one, I get the Toxic off, he is poisoned. He takes the poison damage there. That's just scary damage, I can't get over that. That is a lot of damage, especially for a Florges. But I get the leftovers recovery, and I'm going to protect here to, try to get some more toxic damage off, try to get some more leftovers recovery up. And because next turn, after the leftovers, I should be able to take one more flamethrower, assuming it's not a crit, and I can get off a wish, and then protect the following turn and get my health back. So that's the play I'm kind of making right now. So it does go for the flamethrower, it does get it off, it does not crit, I get the wish off, and like I said, it's pretty much going as I predicted right now. So I'll survive it, barely, but do survive it. His Sunlight Faith, which is great for me, because now that means his flamethrower isn't going to do quite as much. Get the leftovers, and I know I could have predicted the switch here, but I thought the safest thing to do was just to go for the protect, just to be sure. He goes out into the Clawitzer, which is also a special attacker. So I feel like, this isn't a bad thing for me. I didn't go for the Toxic again. I know there's a Sleep Clause in UU and not a Toxic Clause. But I just didn't want to, Toxic every single one of his pokes. I didn't want to be that guy either. So that's why I didn't go with the Toxic right here. I do go for the Moonblast after Protect Scouting, see what he's going to do. And getting some more leftovers off. He goes for the Water Pulse. Doesn't do too much at all. I go for the Moonblast. And we see that does quite a bit. And he gets the special attack drop. So that is great for me because I'm getting leftovers recovery back. And now he's not going to do as much damage to me as he did before anyway. So he knows that as well. He switches out at this point. He goes into Nevin, which is the Dragalge. And I hit Nevin with the Moonblast, which he is not going to appreciate at all. But then that happens. So I was kind of like, man, I know my Florges isn't a special attacker, but I was kind of expecting more than that. So at this point, I kind of suspect he is at least Assault Vested, at least. So I go into my Blastoise, fearing the Sludge Bomb, and rightfully so. It's a crit, does quite a bit of damage to me. I go for the Mega Evolution here, and my Blastoise is not running the Dragon Pulse, just because I find so much more use in the Ice Beam. Oh, everyone say hi to Tara. Tara, say hi.
Hi.
My wife just walked in. So you see him get off another Sludge Bomb here. He withdraws, switches back out into his Clawitzer, which should be able to take the Ice Beam just fine. And we see it does. But I get the lucky freeze here, and all I can say is it's about time, because my past two fights I've posted, I've gotten frozen on like the first hit. So it's about time I get some of that in my favor. I go for the Water Pulse, take him out. It is resisted, but Blastoise gets double stabbed due to Mega Launcher, and he's low enough that it's going to take him out. He goes back out into his Bloom right now. Goes for the Protect, and at this point, I'm pretty much just probably, because I'm predicting the Toxic here, so I'm probably just going to let my Blastoise go down and just do whatever damage I can. I know he's probably going to Protect Stall me, try to get all the HP he can back with leftovers, and probably even Wish Stall me once or twice. So I go for the Water Pulse, hoping to get some Confusion Hacks, and that does a lot of damage, a lot more than I expected, to be honest. But I'm not going to complain. I know he's probably going to Protect Stall me again, but I'm just going to go for the Water Pulse anyway, trying to take him out. And I don't know if he's just started pushing A here, or decided to let this thing go down, or what. But he gets the double Protect here, and then he actually goes for a third Protect in a row, which, like I said, I wasn't sure if he was just, maybe getting frustrated at this point, or I've never seen someone get 3 Protects back to back. But like I said, right here he does get the double Protect. Going to get more leftovers recovery, and that is going to be enough for him to stall out my Blastoise. So, it's a shame, but like I said, I pretty much resigned myself to let Blastoise go at this point anyway. So like I said, I already expected it. Not a big deal at this point. So Mega Blastoise goes down. I go back out into Emma, my Ambipom, and like I said, he goes for the third Protect in a row right here. Maybe he misclicked, I don't know, but whatever reason, Fake Out is almost going to be enough to take him out, but not quite. He gets leftovers off again. And he didn't go for the Protect again right here, even though he could have, because it failed last turn. So, again, maybe he was getting frustrated at this point. Not too sure. Emma goes for the U-turn, though, because I want to switch out. And Emma's pretty much done her usefulness at this point. And Emma, MVP of this game. She's gotten 3 kills right now. So he has Switch Initiative right now, so I go out leading with my Florgus, just, you know, for having a wall up, because I'm not sure exactly what he's going to go out into. He does go out into Nevin, which is fine, because I'm going to go ahead and switch out now into my Donphan, which I haven't got to use this guy that much, and every time I do, it seems like I get him killed, so I'm hoping maybe this time I can, you know, do some damage with him. Gets a Sludge Bomb and gets the poison right away, but I can't be too upset because I toxicked one of his, and I also got a freeze off this game. So, you know, I'm fine with this, I'm not going to complain. I take the poison damage off the switch, and I go for the knockoff here. Does take him out, fortunately for me, and we get to see what item he's holding, because he took that Moonblast like a champ, and we do see it was in fact the Assault Vest. So, that was a good prediction on my part. I get the Leftovers Recovery, I get more toxic damage, and this fight is about over at this point. He goes back out into his Mega Charizard, which is already toxic. Poison toxic. Is toxic a word? I don't know. Anyway, he's already toxic, so I'm going to start going for the Ice Shard here. I predict him going for the Solar Beam, which he does. Not a big deal, though, because I know Emma can come in and sweep him as well with the Fake Out, and Emma will also outspeed with the U-turn, because I believe Mega Charizard-wise base speed is 100, and Ambipom's is 115, plus mine's a speed nature. So, but at this point, I'm fairly sure a Fake Out will take him out, and if it doesn't, another Toxic will. Emma getting 4 kills this match, like I said, MVP, and she's named after my daughter too, so my little girl's awesome, what can I say? We see that gets me the win right there. And that was overall a good match. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure what he did exactly with the Florgus. Maybe he misclicked, maybe he was getting frustrated. Either way, good match, though. I have not seen a Dragalge with the Assault Vest before, so I'm going to have to look that up and see if I can do a defensive Dragalge. Maybe worth checking out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you could, please leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I think that's about all I want to go over for today. So you guys have a good day. DragonZard out.